Hello there fellow YouTubers, or whatever you are. This is Maki, and in front of you have the two new Argos and the Reliant core that you can see in the background there next to the Super Hornet. So today we're going to go through these three new flyable ships. And well, without further ado, let's get started with the cargo version of the Argo. So here you have it, the cargo version of the Argo. It's a pretty slick little ship. As you can see, it's nothing fancy with the cockpit, it's pretty simple. Just a small canopy here where you can sit, so let's jump in. Okay, we're inside. And as you can see here, we have two doors, one on each side. Nothing special with those. Working as airlocks. And then we have the roof. Nothing fancy there either. Looks like some kind of transport vehicle. And then we have all the buttons. I must say I really like the details on those buttons. It looks really great. And then we have the normal cockpit view with the panels in front and our steering device. I wish I could watch the sides here a little bit more, but it looks like a throttle, just the basics. So let's jump out. Yeah, gorgeous ship. And then we have these hatches on the sides, one on the left side, and then we have one on the right side. So if you want, you can pretty much just walk straight through. And then I have no idea what these hatches are for, really. It's kind of, it says dump nozzles valve, dump nozzle valve, something, yeah. And there's one on each leg, so one on that leg, and then we have one on this leg, and you can just open and close those. So let's go inside. We have this little button here on the left side of the ship, so press to open. And this is the result. We have this little doorway that opens up. As you can see, there's a little bit of a ramp. Not sure you can see that, but there's a little bit of a ramp here. And yeah, they're kind of too high. So you can just walk in here, and then you have the button on this left side again. And you'll close that one. And you have this little seat that we've seen in the videos for the Idris. So it's a pretty nice little ship. Something I've been wondering about is actually that one, the hatch in the roof. That's something kind of interesting about, to be honest. If that means that you can actually dock with this ship with another. Unfortunately, I can't view it from where I'm standing at the moment. But yeah, that's the transport version of the Argo. So without further ado, let's continue to the transport version. So here we have it. We have the transport version. As you can see, it's a little bit different. Or well, not a lot. The cockpit is actually the same as the transport version, and well, pretty much everything is the same. The only thing that differs is the module. So that one has a cargo module, this one has a transport module. So I'm not gonna jump into the cockpit on this one. Instead, we're actually just gonna go straight to the back. So as you can see here, we open it up, walk inside, and then we have 4 seats on the left, 4 seats on the right. So you can just walk up and have a seat. Please. Okay, it worked earlier. That's interesting. Okay. as you can see, it has some issues because we're too high in comparison to the ship, so it doesn't really match up. However, since we're on that side now, we can actually look on the... Sorry, got sidetracked with the hatch up here, because that one had a hatch up there as well. So that means there is a hatch on the up. I'm gonna try and get up there later. Anyway, what I was gonna talk about was the fact that if you look closely here, you have 3 legs on this module. And this was the transport module. So I think that means that you can actually come in with this one, with Argos, and drop this pod on the ground or whatever you want, and then fly back. So this can actually be like a troop deployment pod. You can just fly in, deploy the pod, and fly out, and then you could probably pick it up later on again. So that could actually be pretty interesting to see how that would work, to be honest. So this is the transportation Argo. Like I said, they're pretty much the same, it's just the pod, that's the difference. Okay, so we're going to do like this, just to get a view on the top here. And as you can see, we have the area there in the middle. This actually has to be a hatch area. It really has to. And then we have, I guess, those thrusters, those two on the sides. And then we have the engines on the legs as well. And those legs actually retract and goes along the ship when you're flying. And this is the landing mode it's in at the moment. So I think that'll be enough with the Argo. So we're going to continue to the Reliant core. So here she is, the Reliant core from Misk. I must say she's quite a beauty. I was flying this earlier and I really don't like the guns on it. I like the ship, it's really nice. But I won't be flying this one. It's too weak, it's not my ship. However, since it's come in different variants, for example, there's going to be a camera version. Kind of wondering if that's the camera, whatever that is. Utility mount cap. No idea. Anyway, since there is a camera version, I think that would what this ship is going to be good for. But like I said, it's not something I'm going to be flying myself. So when it's landed, it looks like this. When you're flying it, it's going to be... Unfortunately, I can't put my character on the ground, so you have to tilt your screen to the right. It should look how it will look when you're flying. So we have some engines here. I'm not sure. Yeah, that has to be the engine part as well. And then we have the back, where we have the big Misk logo. What are those red things? Stoplights? So we open her up. And then we have this little cargo area here. Nothing special, but enough. There you go. What does that say? Hardware panel. And then you have this little corridor here with access points to different stuff. And it even has the pipes from the Starfire. That's kind of nice. To be honest, this corridor actually looks nicer than the Starfire. No offense. What does that say? It says panel release. Okay. So here is the cockpit. As you can see, we have the turning seat positions here. And we have the actual seats. And let's say I can jump into the right one this time. So here's the right one. As you can see, all the panels are in the above you. Then you have pretty much everything else just clear of view. So I really like the ship with the view, to be honest. Kind of wish that Starfarer had the same view. Then we're gonna jump into what I believe is the pilot seat. And here we got a few more panels. We have the system panel. Okay, they also is the system panel. And then we have the top view here with all the buttons. And I must say they've really gone far out with all the buttons and the graphics of those. There's a few glitches there, as you can see, because yeah, the reflections are going haywire. Something they have to work with. So yeah, that's pretty much the Reliant core as well. Pretty nice ship. All these 3 ships are flyable in 2.5. So if you enjoy flying new things, then this is definitely something to give a try. So well, that's pretty much all for me in this video, so I hope you enjoyed. Have fun. See you later. Bye.